What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another World of Warcraft video for the War Within, and today we're talking about the upcoming 20th anniversary for World of Warcraft and the event itself in the War Within. Now the 20th anniversary will be happening on October 22nd and will last until January 6th, so you will have about 2.5 months of the event happening, and that is because the entire patch 11.0.5 is basically centered around this anniversary event, so you will have a lot of time to do everything, and that is good, because you have a lot of stuff that you can do during this patch. You have a bunch of mounts to get, titles to get, and cosmetics to get as well, battle pets. There's so much things to do, and the good thing is, there's nothing you feel like you have to do here. There's nothing that will really empower your character, kind of. I mean, you have the new raid, the time walking, I call it a raid, but it's a dungeon I guess, but Blackrock Depths, a big dungeon from Classic WoW, is basically a dungeon slash raid now, that will give you pretty decent loot. But if you've been doing Nerebar Palace on Heroic for example, this loot will not really be significant to you, but for collectors, this event is going to be huge. You have so many mounts to get, titles to get, and once again cosmetics. Now I'm going to try to talk about this in a step-by-step here from where you're starting, and we're going to be talking about the new currency, the bronze celebration tokens, how to get them, how to obtain them, and a bunch of stuff like that. I think I just smacked my microphone like twice, so I'm sorry about that, but either way we're talking about the event, the new currency, and also getting the tier 2 set, the revamped tier sets from Classic WoW that we now have once again in retail, and if I can say so, they look great. Now, when the event happens, you will find yourself in Tornaris at the Caverns of Time. Now, as you can see, there's some world bosses around here that you can also kill to get loot, and to get also the mounts from them, which I'll talk more about in a little bit, but you will find yourself here, and when you're here you can talk to this person in the middle, which will then give you the meet and greet. This will be a presentation, just talking to the activity greeters in this place, and will give you 3 tokens. That's going to be a one-time quest, you will get 3 tokens for that, and then you have this one, which is a repeatable quest, and it's going to be a weekly quest you can do, participating in activities around the celebration, and tasks put forward by those visiting. Now, by doing this one, it will increase experience and reputation gains by 10% for 12 hours. Now, you already have one of these, so you can get 20% more rep during this event, and also 20% more experience. So anyone who has some alts you want to level, this event will be great for that, or if you're lacking your renown for example, this event will be great for that as well. And as you can see, this one right here is going to be on all the time, and then you have this blessings for 12 hours, so you can stack this on a character you don't play a lot, and just log in, do your dailies, weeklies, stuff like that, and get reputation on that character, and just make those 12 hours last for as long as possible, instead of putting it on a character where you are going to do it once, and then keep playing and lose the buff. So you can have 20%, both experience and reputation here for 12 hours, and then back to 10%. Either way, this one also gives you 3 tokens, and these tokens are warband transferable. Now, what you might see on the minimap is that we have a lot of quests in this place, and you might want to do all of them. Now, maybe not the time warp badges ones, but definitely do everything you can for the bronze celebration tokens. As you can see here, completing 5 time walking dungeons gives me a goodie bag, and also gives me 3 bronze tokens. And the reason why you might want to do everything you can for these tokens is that if you want to buy more than 1 tier set, it will be expensive. Like this NPC right here sells you these tier sets, the revamped tier 2 sets, and they cost 60 tokens each. Now that might put you off, but don't worry, you get discounts, and the discounts comes in whenever you buy one of them. So for example, you have this one right here, upgraded apparel. Purchase an updated tier 2 armor set during the WoW anniversary celebration, and this will lower the cost of your second tier 2 armor ensemble, and you can do this twice. So when you buy your second one, it will reduce the third one by even more, and that's kind of where it stops. So your first one will be 60, your second one will be 40, and then anyone after that will be 20. So if you buy 1, that's 60, if you buy 2, that's 100, and if you buy 3, that's 120, and then just plus 20 for each one after that as well. So buying all of them will actually not be that bad. We're talking about 300 plus tokens, give or take, and then you have all of them. Now, even that 300 tokens, as you can see in the weekly quests and the dailies, gives 3 each. So we're talking about 100 quests here. Now this post from Wowhead makes this even more clear how many you will need, and Blizzard actually clarified here on exactly this as well, so it's over 100. Players who collect 100 tokens over the course of the event will unlock the ability to earn additional tokens from the 20th anniversary activities, and for those who are looking forward to buying all of the tier 2 sets, take heart. After the first set purchased at 60 coins, you will earn the achievement Upgraded Apparel, and the second set purchase will lower to a cost of 40 tokens. Purchasing a second set will earn the achievement Classy Dresser, which lowers the cost of additional sets to 20 tokens each. Now, when you do this, your first one will be 20, as I just said, your second one is 40, and your third and all of the other ones after will be 20 each. So with this, you will require a total of 320 tokens to buy all 13 tier 2 sets from the 20th anniversary event. Now, Wowhead also has an article about how to obtain these, so I just want to scroll down here quickly, because we've talked about a lot of them. We have the weekly quests, we have the daily quests, but Wowhead has pretty much put all of those together in a very easy to read document. So down here we have the sources for time worth badges and also bronze celebration tokens. So we have a couple of one-time quests, which is the meet and greet quest I just showed you, we have the shopping spree, and we have Truth of the Dark Irons. Those are going to be one-time quests and you can only do them once. After that we have the weekly quests and activities, so we have Celebrating Good Fun, Chromie's Codex, Blackrock Depth, World Bosses, Timely, Gated Crate Crashers, and also the originals. Then we have Classic Time Walking, Weekly Quest in Dornogal, Weekly Bonus Event, Queen Ansurek Kill also counts here, World Boss Kill also counts here, Weekly Outdoor Activities, they all count for one each, so you can get one of them. So you can get one right here, then we have Snuffling, then we have the Pact and Theatre Troop, and then you have 2 special activities every single week, which are the special world quests. I don't know what they're called, but the special assignments, right, for World Quest. You have 2 of those every single week, and they are also giving you bronze celebration tokens. Then you have weekly PvP War Mode, weekly PvP Conquest, weekly PvP Honor, and weekly PvP Brawl. Then you also have Guest Relations. This is a secret event beginning 1 week after the event is out, and continuing 1 week after that. Now, after players collect their first 100 tokens, their warband will unlock ungated tokens, which will drop from the following activities. So, Blackrock Depth Raid, Dungeon Raid Bosses. Now, I don't know if this will be 1 per boss, I have not tried this out, but if it's 1 per boss, then you can do this multiple times. They are repeatable. So when you unlock that achievement, you can do the raid, for example, on all of your characters, and just farm this out. It's basically a time-gated currency, but when you unlock that achievement, it is basically no longer time limited. Now sure, you can probably get those coins faster on a limited basis by doing those quests, like the quest shouldn't really take you that long, but if you want to get more coins every single week, you can do the raid, and the raid actually gives you decent loot as well. If you're lacking normal loot, for example, from Nerevar Palace, you can get some pretty good loot from time walking. So Blackrock Depth Raid Dungeon Bosses, Raid Dungeon Raid Bosses, I don't know what that means, but like Blackrock Depth Raid Dungeon Raid Bosses. Either way, you also have the World Bosses, you have Classic Time Walking queues, you also have Codex of Chromie queues, queues or quests, then you have Corex, Rare Revenge, daily quests as well, and all of these will give you more tokens, the bronze celebration tokens, once you have that achievement. So going away from the Wowhead article for a second, this is the achievement they're talking about, Token Collector. When you collect 100 bronze celebration tokens during this anniversary event, you will get the ability to loot bronze celebration tokens from repeatable 20th anniversary activities. So it will just make it way easier for you to farm these, so when you get your first 100, you can get them way easier and way faster. So TLDR, grind out those 100 coins as early as you can, and then just start farming. Now you also have some mounts from achievements as well, so you have this one, for example, a cool 20 years. By doing all of these achievements, which could take you a while, you will get the Cold Flame Tempest mount. Now this is what that mount looks like, so Cold Flame Tempest, and am I the only one who I think this one looks really similar to one of the store mounts. I could be wrong on that one, but this one looks really similar to a mount we already have. Either way, that's the one you can get, so Cold Flame Tempest from that achievement, and you also have another achievement giving you a title. So we have this achievement, Cool 20 Years, you want to get, Upgraded Apparel you also want to get, and Token Collector you also want to get. Now you also have this one, I saved the party, and all I got was this thing right here, completing the Guest Relations storyline. Now this is basically the Guest Relations is the Secrets of Azeroth for the anniversary event, which you have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 and chapter 4. This will start on week 2 of the event, and you will get Transmog High Alert Thinking Cap. You also have this one, Azeroth Greatest Detective, for completing 2 of these right here, and you will then get the Detective title, which is not bad. So you have a couple of titles to hunt for, you have some mounts to hunt for, and you can get more tokens. Now the bronze celebration tokens are used for a lot more than just a tier 2 set, so if you for example missed out on some previous anniversary events, you can buy items that were available from those, like the high popularity items are making a return. You have the Obsidian World Breaker for 20 coins, you have the Core Hound Chain for 20 coins, you have Lil Nefarian, Hate Spark the Tiny, Molten Corgi, Onyxian Whelpling, and also Baby Blizzard Bear. Now, out of all of these, I think the only one I don't have is the Baby Blizzard Bear. Either way, that's 10 coins that you want to get as well for that, and you can buy a bunch of transmog items. There's so many vendors here just selling you a bunch of different things for both Time Warp badges and also the anniversary event coin. As you can see here, you can buy the balloons, that's a toy, you can buy a mount, bunch of transmog items. Once again, this one is 10 coins, 10 coins, 10 coins, and 15 coins for this one. You have a couple of mounts here for the Time Warp badges, so you have the Azure World Chiller mount, Illidari Doomhawk mount, you also have these costumes for Time Warp badges, this one for Time Warp badges, a bunch of both pets and mounts, and also transmog, and you have way more transmog to buy as well than just that one, so there's many different reasons to start farming that currency as early as you can, get this achievement as early as you can, and then just start doing repeatable activities on many characters and get a bunch of celebration tokens. Now, before you go and spend a bunch of coins on mounts, for example, such as the Illidari Doomhawk, we do have confirmation now from Blizzard that the world bosses during the event can actually drop mounts. So, for example, you have the Doomwalker, which can drop the Illidari Doomhawk. So if you don't get this mount from that boss, you can buy the mount for Time Warp badges, but you should probably try to get it from the mount, and it actually has a pretty high drop rate. In addition to that, we have Archivon the Stone Watcher dropping the Reins of the Grand Black War Mammoth. We have Shah of Anger dropping the Reins of the Heavenly Onyx Cloud Serpent. So all of these world bosses are dropping their respective mounts, which is actually quite cool. Either way, I think that's pretty much what I have for you today. For the video itself, I wanted to go over a real quick overview of the event, what you would want to use the coins for, talking about the reduced amount you need to have to buy the actual apparel, the tier 2 set, so you need way less than we actually thought to begin with, and throughout even the PTR testing, this started at 80 coins, and then it got reduced to 60 coins, and then they put in those achievements. So they listened to feedback from people wanting to have more than just one tier set, and they want to buy 4 more characters, and Blizzard wants that to be available. They want you to be able to get all of them, and now you can, and with the other achievements you can get them pretty quick as well. I would say if you actually farm, you can start getting a bunch of these, even in week 1, definitely in week 2, and for those of you who only do your dailies and your weeklies, you should probably have a couple of them by week 3, if not even all of them. It really just depends on how many weeklies you do, how many dailies you do, and if you do any of the other stuff as well, like we covered earlier, like for example the War Within. Literally doing War Within activities gives you this currency as well, so you don't even have to grind out the event. You can just keep playing your game normally and get these rewards over time. Scrolling up here, for example, killing doing Queen Ansurek gives you this currency. World boss kills, this also counts for the Castlgar world boss. Doing your weekly quest in Dornogal, doing weekly bonus events. anything you do, even these weekly outdoor activities, also gives you the currency. So you can just, if you don't want to partake in this event at all, but you want to get the rewards, you can keep playing your game normally, and then before the event expires, go to Tanaris and buy yourself some tier sets with the coins you have actually gotten throughout the event, because the event itself will last you for 2.5 months, so you have a lot of time to actually grind this out. Either way, that's the video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Once again, it was a rough overview for those of you who want to have an idea of what to expect ahead of time, because this video will be out about 1 week before the event comes out. So yeah, that's it. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know if you're excited about the event in the comments down below. I definitely am. It's looking really cool, and I'm just gonna say I love the aesthetics of this place. I actually like Tanaris a lot, I really do. I might not like the retail version, but the classic version is absolutely fantastic, and having this anniversary event in the Caverns of Time, it is just beautiful, and I do like all of the things they have put in here, because it's just like, there's a bunch of activities to do, but you don't have to do them. But you can. Either way, that's the video. Thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next one very soon.